Hello there everyone, G-Mech again, back with you with a video. Today we're going to show you how to do a little bit of welding. Sometimes you get a mower in, mower deck might be broke, like we have here. I have this all cleaned up, ready to go. We'll have to put it back into place, but I want to show, if I stop bumping the camera, on how we would clean this up here. And then be able to weld this back in, is we're going to use a little MIG welder. This has flux already built into the wire. I do believe this is .030 gauge wire. Works rather well, simple stuff like this. But if you're doing heavier welding than this, you want to use a hotter either MIG welder or arc welder, which I will do in the future. So let's get this on the way. I'm showing you how I will weld this back together. So right now what we want to do is get this all lined back up into place here, level, so our deck level when it mounts on into the holes back on the mower deck for your cutting height. So G-Mech Senior here come up with a bracket to hold this into place. I just want to check. We have this all lined up, as you can see there. We'll bring the camera into place there. You can see there the places where I'm going to weld it. They only had it welded on one side. Had to grind some out there to get it back in the place where it needs to go. Again, we have it all cleaned up. You want bare metal here. Good place to ground the arc welder or the MIG welder. And then as you can see on the old bracket on this side that did not break off, which is good, we'll walk over here, that's where they only had it welded. We're going to leave that go because that looks pretty good, so we won't disturb that. But so there we go, we're going to get ready to weld. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and weld this bracket on. Got our welder ready, our MIG welder. You want to have a nice auto darkening helmet. Picked this up pretty cheap at Harbor Freight. We have a Lincoln Electric 110 MIG welder. Works pretty good for these small jobs. You also want a good pair of gloves. You want to protect yourself as best you can. And now let's just tack this on and see where we're at. Okay, we got our tack welds in place, and now we can take our brace off. Okay, with our brace out of the way, now we can go ahead and weld this. Also want to mention, by tacking that on, now we should be able to run a good bead of weld on there. Get it nice and tight. Okay, we got this one side here all welded up. Now we're going to do the other side. You want to try and keep it clean. Keep your welds nice. We'll take the wire brush on the drill and clean this up real good. And then we'll get it ready to paint. I'm going to go ahead and weld the other side. Okay, we got both sides all welded up here. We'll take the camera and I'll show you how I did that. We went all around, got it all nice and squared up. We have a little bit of slag there. It's a little bit hot right now, so I'm going to take and clean it up good. A little bit of primer, a little bit of paint. This will be good to go. So just thought I'd pass this video on as I do a little bit of welding on some mower decks. This is a 46-inch cut off of a Craftsman. I purchased it in scrap. We're going to rebuild it, and this is going to be for sale. So just thank you for watching. We'll be passing on some more videos here, and I'm looking kind of for a slogan. Maybe I'll stick with this one because I don't think anybody else uses it. But like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video, and keep on wrenching.